Internet censorship doesn't only exist in places like China and Iran, it exists in various forms in the West too. For example, in Canada, the Supreme Court ruled on a temporary injunction requiring that the results of a competing company be removed not only from Google.ca, but instances of Google in other countries as well. European courts ruled in favour of a Spanish man who brought a case against Google due to search results that contained embarrassing financial information, the case that has become widely known as the right to be forgotten. The court ruled that Google and other search engines should remove results that appear to be inadequate, irrelevant, or no longer relevant, or excessive in relation to the purpose for which they were processed in the light of the time that has elapsed. An Argentinian model took both Google and Yahoo to court to demand the search engines remove images linking her to pornographic sites. Internet users in the UK are prohibited from accessing a range of websites by default. Access is filtered by the internet service providers. Users have to opt out of the ISP filtering to gain access to the blocked content. And in the US, there has been a number of government-mandated attempts to regulate content that have been barred on First Amendment grounds, often after lengthy legal battles. The government exerts pressure indirectly where it cannot directly censor. Content restrictions tend to rely more on the removal of content than blocking. Most often, these controls rely upon the involvement of private parties backed by state encouragement or the threat of legal action. In contrast to most of the rest of the world, where ISPs are subject to state mandates, most content regulation in the United States occurs at the private or volunteer level. The floodgates could be opening for Western censorship. The question of the right to be forgotten versus censorship is a complex one, but understand that your search engines and your ISPs will be used as a tool to enforce this censorship, and this is a potential threat to you depending on who you are and where you are.